Who All Gonna Be There podcast, a place where you get to be an exclusive member of our very entertaining group chat.
I always go to the wrong side.
Right. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Who All Gonna Be There podcast, the place where you get to be an exclusive member to our very entertaining group chat. And as you can see, your favorite duo is back in the building. Jay rocking it. We do what we do and we do it how we do it. What's going on, Trees?
We need our own theme music. Is J Rock? Is J Rock?
J Rock in the house.
There we go.
Yeah. J Rock in the house. J Rock in the house. We work on it.
Here come Tracy. There go Eric. Okay, we gonna work on it. We gonna work on it.
Tracy. This,
what's up?
After such a dull and draining week last week, we were left on a cliffhanger about the HOH. But before we get into the HOH, there's some exit interview information to cover. So I'm gonna let you get into it, and then we'll hop back into like what happened on last week or this past episode, and then the feeds and where we're at now with the week.
Well, as we know, Jared got evicted. Well, he got evicted and then did a regular ass comp and then did nothing and then left.
Went right back at the house.
First of all, that was when I tell you that's I'm gonna give it that. That's probably the worst twist. I really need to say that thing, but that's got to be the worst twist. Like you do a battle back, and they didn't battle back. Mm-hmm. They didn't see if they could battle back, but there was no battling. It was just like, Cameron, can you do this? And he's like, yeah, I can do it. You in the house. Like it was a
real battle back. It should have either been the best 2 out of 3 competitions or lead them gone for the week so the house can be confused, or if they're gonna be in the house, let them be in the house, whatever. And then on Thursday, that's when they compete. Obviously, had the other stuff that we mentioned last week, but Thursday they both should have competed in that pulley with the thing, get the ball in there or whatever.
Yep.
That should have been the case. That's a battle back.
Yep.
It's neither here nor there.
Right.
And neither is
so right. So, anyways, Jared is gone. As y'all know, I was not a fan of Jared this season. A lot of us on this pod was not. But I'm gonna call a spade a spade. The number one thing that I specifically, and I think Eric can backdoor with this, we just wanted Jared to take some accountability. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, you do have to realize, like, you're on TV. Sometimes you get comfortable. Sometimes you say things you don't say. Because if there was a camera on me 24/7, I'd be like, Trees, why you say this?
Trees,
and I would have to be doing apologies. I would be canceled because I do joke a lot, and sometimes my jokes are not vanilla. Okay, so I joke a lot. I do. I say a lot of. Sometimes it's problematic. I ain't gonna even lie to you, but it just be a joke. But if I'm on the Big Brother house, y'all don't know I'm joking. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I will give Jared a little bail because he has been taking accountability. Yeah. Now, actually, Eric, can you pull up that tweet from Gia? She just
Absolutely.
Did a tweet not too long ago.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Shout out to girl Gia.
Shout out to Gia. Jared has been taking accountability for his actions in the house, and he actually even gave an apology straight to America. Which I mean, I think I saw people. Well, at least he could say his apology direct mail. He did that.
Right.
Oh, he ain't gonna say nothing that he said this. He did. Oh, he not gonna apologize for what he said about women. He did.
Yeah.
And it's just like at this point, it's just like you gonna hate somebody or you not. Right. I'm gonna be very real. Inside the house, like once they leave the house, I'm gonna be. I could care less. I like the fact that he actually took a little bit of accountability for his actions. Now, what he does going forward, I don't know.
Right.
Y'all gonna have to see. And I'm gonna say y'all because I don't care what he do after the show. You know
She
what I'm saying?
deleted it.
No, she didn't. Why she deleted?
She literally just posted about. She said, "Deleted my post. I never thought it would get the attention, and I'm not here to fight with people because I guess people were, I know they were being wild in her comments. But she was like, I will continue to advocate for Black contestants' well-being on reality TV. From what I've seen, those BB alums are not interested in actually addressing the problem of anti-Blackness. Basically, so what Gia's tweet, if I can summarize it the best way I can, she basically was calling out the hypocrisy when it comes to some BB alumni who from past seasons, Kat, Tommy, Christmas, to be exact. So we name names over here. See, like Auntie Monique say, name names or leave it on the playground. So
we're gonna name them.
We're gonna name them. So those three specifically were mentioned in the tweet about how they've never really accounted for some of the things that they said and did in the house, and how it's been glossed over, and then they're the main ones trying to make Jared take accountability and harping on him and the things he said and did. And she pretty much called it out. It was like, how dare you pretty much you do what you say and do on your season that was wrong and anti-Black and problematic, and not take accountability for it, but then try to go and then make him do it. And it was given anti-Black. Like she mentioned, it was very anti-Black. And a lot of you stands and fans and everybody else, it's come to my attention too that a lot of you, and I think I low-key mentioned this on our Thursday episode with his exit interviews, I didn't want it to be like, oh, he's got PR training and y'all were going to still harp on him, because I was like, the anti-Blackness is going to jump out. And it did.
And let me say with this, I want to say it was Isaiah. Shout out to Isaiah at Silent Podcast. He said,
I think he still got his tweet. Let me go see if I can find him. Pull up his tweet.
Look, bring it up.
What we gonna do over here? We got the receipts.
Dude.
Okay.
Yeah, you find that. But I think I literally commented last pod, and I was like, you know what? There's like, I hope he gets somebody to help him. I was like, I want him to speak. I don't want him get no training. I don't want him say it with your chest. You know what I'm saying? If that's the things you said, you stick by it. You gonna either have some fans that love you or hate you. But go ahead.
This is what our friend Isaiah said. Shout out to Isaiah. He said, I'm always saying the stuff that people scared to say it. You be saying it for. Listen, let's just clarify. We ain't never scared to say stuff. A lot of times we be tired. Child.
We do.
I ain't got time for these people. Like, I'm glad that you do. And I always share and I do support what you're saying. Sometimes I will, because sometimes I can't stand the tears. So sometimes when I got time, I'll say what needs to be said. So we'll see how I feel in the next couple of days. But he said Jared must, in quotes, Jared must have had good media training. Just because he's dealing with his interviews well feels microaggressive. Maybe you had a biased opinion on someone and you're realizing he's not a bad person.
That's it. I mean, it's given just because he's speaking well and answer questions coherently, and he not like, yo, it's Pooh Honey. Even though, hold on, commercial break. The fact that in his interviews he has Pooh Honey HD got me hollering. But that's another story.
That's another fun.
But like, and there's like, he must have had training. But if you go back and look at Jared's interviews for Jared, he speaks well. What, like, are y'all mad that he's answering these questions? Like,
it's danged if you do, danged if you don't. Because if he didn't answer well, if he was skating over it, then it would be, oh, he's dodging the question. He's not trying to take accountability. Now that now that he's answering the questions and doing it very well, and he's being his answers are polished, and like, it's like, he can speak. Now it's fake. It's all media training. It's a stunt. It's all, rehearsed and
you're damned if you do and damned if you don't.
And that's not to say, yes, I know what Jared's a lot of what he said. I don't watch all of it because I didn't watch all the feeds, but I've seen enough. Yeah. I've heard enough.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, Jared, he had me, you burn too many bridges, nothing I can do for you at this point. Right.
Yep.
But
that's it.
I can then say, based on what he's shown, and I'm here for growth, the therapist in me cannot deny what he's saying and what he's doing and trying to. And of course, time will tell, right? His actions will have to align with what the words he's saying, but all that we have right now are his words, and we should take them for what they are. Until he shows otherwise with actions, we need to believe the words. And nobody's saying that you have to like him as a player, like him as a person, but what you cannot say is he isn't being accountable, because from what he's shown, he is. And until he shows otherwise, I think he deserves the benefit of the doubt. And that's my personal opinion. And I'm that look, what did Auntie Felicia say? And that's my theory, and I'm sticking to it.
Period.
So
I mean,
I don't, and you won't, and I won't allow anybody, and Trees can speak to it. I'm not, you're not gonna call me a misogynist or say that I'm sticking up for a misogynist, because no, absolutely. I've already condemned and do condemn the stuff that he said and did. Right. But again, as a therapist, I have to believe in somebody's ability to grow. And I will always believe in that. And I'm going to stand on that.
You know what? I'll go on the limit and say I'm going to stick up for growth. Now, it's been like half a second. But the fact is, it seems as though he's already taken a step in the right direction.
Right.
So, and a lot of times we know that, especially in the Big Brother world, they're going to come harder down on extremely, especially black men.
And he the only one too.
Yeah, okay. And they even put him in the house by himself, which is crazy. So I'm going to give him some bail. Now, I hope he changes a lot of his viewpoints that he stated in the house. But I don't know. We're going to see.
Time will tell. That's all you can do is wait. That's all you can do.
You know what? I wanted to mention just like something that I noticed. I watched like a few interviews that I've seen him in. He still mentions Sari as Sari and not my mom or my mother or my mama. And I was just like, that literally just goes to show you how you can't shut off the game.
Yeah.
Like once you hit the real world, people think it's like, okay, close the door. That's it. Now I'm back in the real world. And I was like, that literally, that stuck out in my mind because, and I watched like 5 or 6 interviews and Sari.
Well, he actually played the game for 50 plus days. Some people that was in there for half a second need to let it go. You had plenty of time to process. Why you still talk about the game?
Yeah.
But yes.
But I thought that was really interesting to me. I was just like, "Boy, that's your mama." Like, I'm like, you ain't got to call Sari no more.
He's still getting back in the house.
Yep. You know, and I just feel like, you know, it takes some time to like get out of that segment. I bet you it's even weird to like pick up his phone. It's weird to like, you know, turn on
I know
TV.
one thing he did. He went and got that haircut. He got a fresh cut.
Baby, he did. He said, and you know what? Sari told him that. She said, "Ooh," she said, "You need a haircut, baby." She told him that in the house. He's just like, you know what? One thing I want to do is give me a haircut.
Yes.
So he made sure he got that together. But yeah. Moral of the story is, I hope Jared
leave him alone, y'all. Give him some grace.
Yeah,
give him some grace because the great, and I think that was another point too. A lot of y'all gave grace to these other 3 people that we mentioned previously, the Tommies, the Cats, and the Christmases of the world, and some other people too. Y'all gave them a lot of grace, and y'all listen to their podcasts and stuff now. Y'all friends with them and all that stuff. So it's like, where's the grace for him?
And why isn't he getting the same grace? They did the bare minimum.
Didn't, if they took it at all. I did discontinue from it. Besides Jess, I really had no recollection of that season, or care to see anything in Kimmy too. You know, besides them two, I really could care less about what's going on with that season. So I don't know if they took it or not. I doubt it.
Shout out to Kimmy and her new nose.
Okay, because she got it as she should. Do what you want because she can do it like that. Okay.
Yes, sis. It looks good.
But yeah,
I liked her nose before, but baby, you do you.
You got, if you can pay for it, you make it work. Do what you want.
Do what you want to do.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's been an interesting start to the week with his new press, you know, releases and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So,
But anyway, Big Brother 25. He ain't on show
Big Brother 25. Right. He done. So HOH, right? It's a puzzle. They got to get the pieces, put it back, hit the bell. Cameron pretty much beat all of them very easily, with except, well, it came down to him, Jag, and Matt. They went the final 3, but then it was, Cam pulled away, Cam won, but Matt was like a millisecond and a half behind him. As soon as Cameron hit his bell, here come Matt, ring his bell. So Cameron wins HOH again, y'all. Cheese.
And you know what? You know who suck at puzzles though?
Jared.
Jared probably would have lost that.
HOH.
Probably.
Jared would not be HOH. And for everybody this is to the stand, all the people on the Twitter, Jared gotta go. Jared gotta go. Jared gotta go. Now look. Cameron.
Yeah, Cam HOH.
HOH.
Again
for the third time, making his fourth competition win, right?
Look, technically 4, but even if we count the battle back, that's what, 6?
It's 5. Well, yeah, because he did win the veto. Spoiler alert. So he won 6,
7.
But in terms of 7, but in terms of like actual comp wins that count, we only count HOH and vetoes around here.
Baby, if it were me, baby, I got 7 wins. but since it's Cam, he got 3.
Listen, for Cam, we going on the BB record. You are not going in history book for winning those 7 competitions. You got 5 valid competitions. We ain't counting.
True.
For the history books. Okay, for the stats purposes, you got 5 right now. 5.
Uh-oh.
No more, no less.
Not 5.
So we hoping for no more, but given his prowess in these competitions, ain't no telling. I don't want him to break nobody's records. He don't deserve to break no records. But who are me? Who and me? I can't even talk. Who am I? I'm gonna say who and me. I'm gonna start saying it. Who and me? Who am me? To say who does not deserve to win competitions. If he go out there and win it, he just win it. Ain't nothing to say about it.
He don't deserve it. Not just playing. Whatever.
Clearly he did because he won him, right?
Mm-hmm.
But so Cam is HOH again. Felicia said, I know my going back on the block.
Look, Felicia had a conversation with Cam and was like, so I'm your biggest threat. This is what we doing? She was like, it up because I saw me in that conversation. I would still be like, this is what we doing?
She said, so let me get this straight. So my gut and my spirit, I have a feeling that I'm going on the block. So let me just ask you, is there anything that I can do? Like, what can I do? Like, what kind of relationship can we play this game together? He was like, no, I don't trust you.
Boy, when I tell you, I hollered because everybody always beat around the bush, especially in the last couple seasons of Big Brother. Like, there are very few people. This is why I like Heisem. There are very few people that are very direct, and Felicia is the same. She's very direct. So when he said,
and Cam is direct too. It's annoying, but it's direct.
He didn't say no.
He pretty much was telling her, I want you at this house because I don't trust you in the jury house. And she was like, I'm actually offended that you would say that because Cameron, I know we've had our issues in the game, but if you make it to those final 2 chairs, heck yeah, I'm going to give you my vote because you won all these competitions. Yes, I would give you my vote. I will give you my vote. Was she telling the truth or not? I don't know. I could see her doing it. Depending on who you send to.
Depending, yes.
Because she's the type.
He's an automatic no.
No, because she's the type. Yeah, she's gonna be mad at the moment. Because you nominated me. I'm gonna be pissed. And whatnot. But if you keep me the jury, even if you are the one to get me out, yes, I'm gonna be mad. But she is the type to sit in the jury house, think about it, and when it come down to it, based on your speeches, I can see her saying, based on those speeches and your answer, when you get up to vote, my vote is going for such and such and such and such. And that's my theory, and I'm sticking to it.
Right.
So I think people highly misconstrue who she is based on because they don't like her because she, said some mean stuff here and there. I think they've misrepresented her and who she is as a person. We see it, the cultural side, because we get it's a black auntie, old elder black auntie. She gonna say what she gonna say. She gonna be mean. She gonna be abrasive. But at the end of the day, she can think logically, right, and vote fairly. For sure. So that's the conversation that they're having, right? And Jag and Matt, they up there, they do their little fugitive foolishness, and they're like, we did it. What we gonna do? What's our target? What we need to do? So he's telling them basically that he wants Felicia out the house, and he got to obviously Mimi is probably gonna go up there because she's connected to her, and that's kind of the conversation they're having. Then Corey, smug as ever, comfortable, chilling.
I thought you was about to say smug ass Corey. I was like,
no.
Let me say it, smug ass Corey. Okay,
right. Already talking about. This was on the feed, so even going and topping into what you're saying, he already planning out. Oh yeah, next week, Sari, I'm gonna do a combination of Sari, Mimi, and Blue, and I'm just like, pump the brakes. Noms haven't even been made, veto hasn't been played, and you already picking out what's gonna happen next week. And even Cameron in episodes like, oh, you a little too comfortable, bro. Like,
right?
What gives you the right to be this comfortable? And I was with him. I was like, okay, Cam, you talking good because you shouldn't be this comfortable. You should be just like, unless we're in an alliance, only people that should have been fully comfortable were Jag and Matt. Those are the only two people in the house that should be. And I mean, obviously, Sari, he did tell Sari, he's like, Jared told me, look after you. I got you. I need you to know that. He sat down with her at the table. So really, those 2.5, because even Sari should still be concerned at this point because it's Cameron. And he did try to backdoor her the last time he was HOH. So 2.5 people are the ones that should have been, and he obviously ain't going for Bowie, so I guess she could have been cool too. But Corey was just so confident and comfortable, and I didn't like that. But at the end of the day, do you want me to go say how the noms and stuff, or do you want to lead into it?
Well, I will say, we already talked about Felicia was wondering if she was gonna be a nom. She was going back and forth, and Cam was like, is this a standoff? And she was like, look, at the end of the day, she did promise him a jury vote. She said, you know what? I might give you this jury vote. So I thought that was interesting. I do believe her. I do to some extent. Now, of course, that may change who's there, but I do believe she will give that vote if need be.
If she's gone.
What you about to say?
The funniest thing that she did before she left, she's like, now, she got her hands on him. She said, now I know you put me on the block. Who you put next to me? She doing who you put next to me?
Yeah.
He said, why would I tell you that?
like he ain't gonna know in 6 hours. Come on.
That was funny though. But yeah, that's how the conversation ended. I'll pass it to you.
We'll go on with that conversation. When she asked, who you gonna put next to me? Said, well, that person I already know. And so she was like, now wait a minute. Now, if that person I already know, everybody lying to me. Who lied to me? I said, oh, Lord, she about to go off on me. Lord. But then he does confirm that it's Mimi or whatever. So, she's a little upset about that. And she go talk to Mimi. She's like, yeah, he told me he's putting me up, But, of course, now, noms are Felicia and Mimi. And something that was funny. We'll talk about Blue. Is we keep mentioning it. She was getting sloppy. Sari told her to clean it up. She cleaned it up for 6 hours. And then you know what? At hour 7, she said, I'm gonna choose chaos. And what she did, Blue ran her mouth way too much. She was having a conversation. I think they were talking to Cam. I can't remember who she was talking to, but it was her and Matt. And they were saying, Felicia asked, would we use the veto on her play? I ain't using the veto on her. Felicia overheard that. Yeah. And then fast forward to Mimi. I mean, Blue was like, oh my God, she's like, she heard me. I'm just, I got to clean this up. She went into the comic room and Felicia sat in her little throne chair. And looking like, now what this be want?
Right. What
exactly
she
what
want?
Look
what
like.
This heifer want?
Baby. Felicia went there like, she about to tell me some BS. And that's exactly what she did. And she, Miss Girl. First of all, you don't be calling Auntie Miss Girl. She's not a girl. Okay?
No.
We don't do that. She won't do that slang.
Right. But I think she let it slide because she called everybody girl. But I guess since she put the little miss in there, I guess she let it slide.
No, I'm like, don't call me no Miss Girl. Ain't no girl. I got offended for her. If Miss Felicia want offended, I was offended.
I was like,
especially because she's coming up with some BS.
But even when she was talking to Cameron, talking about Miss HOH.
So, when it came down to it, she was just like, I was just kind of saying that to save face. I wasn't really, of course, girl. Now you know I'm using the veto on you, cause
That's how she did. All that AAV just jumping out.
Girl.
And Felicia
Okay.
like
kitty purr. Like I was just like, and you know what? You know what Felicia said? She said, okay. She was done. She was fed up. Like, child, she didn't believe nothing that woman said. And at that point that you got caught, if Felicia ain't come to you, I wouldn't have said nothing. I'd just been like, and because was that made it look worse. She kept going on, and like that conversation went way too long. And you got to look at the context clues, ma'am. Felicia, the woman that give you everything in a conversation, is giving you nothing.
Yeah.
She was done with you when you said hi.
All she got to do is be like, listen, I know what I say. I know how bad it sounds. But if I do win that veto, I'm pulling you off. Just know that.
Right.
That's all she had to do. Say, don't even worry about it. I can show you better than that. Would have, knowing a black auntie saying like, let me show you better than I can tell you. That would have just cleaned it up. And she was like, okay, I'll be looking to see. That's all. And that would have been the end of it.
Right.
But
and so Felicia and Mimi are having a conversation. She was just saying she was on her Sari rant again. She's
been really on this all week. It
really comes and goes. It's back. But you know, we had a little pause for a minute. But anyways, she told Mimi, she's like, Sari will throw you on the bus. She gonna do anything to save herself. She told me that Cam said that she was good. So why you good? Like, Miss Felicia, she good. The opposite of what Miss Felicia be doing. Miss Felicia don't be chilling. She do not be chilling. She
would have sat down somewhere.
Yeah, she might have been okay. You know what? She probably would have still hit that block, but this boat flipping to Mimi, that might have been a possibility. But anyway, she was telling Mimi that, you know, she's like, She says 3 outside, laughing and grinning with Bowie and Cameron, like. But yeah, that's she said, skinning and grinning. I'm like, she probably
let her be a social player. She's a social player. She can't win nothing that we've seen. So let her do what she do best.
Right. So then that leads us into Cameron finally getting into a conversation with Matt. And Cameron puts it out there. He's like, let me, test the waters a little bit. He said, I could take out Corey this week. He's like, I could do it. I could do it right now. He said he was telling him like, but if you and Jack don't agree, I'm not doing it because, it's team fugitives, but we got to get this little cocky motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And so Matt was like, yeah, let's do it.
Like, and the reason why is because he won veto, y'all. He won the veto as well.
Cameron won the veto. I did get right past that. Cam won the veto.
Right.
Shout out to Mimi though. Mimi was 24 seconds behind. Oh, like no.
But I almost called you Sari. But Trees, second place ain't gonna cut it.
Even if it's 1 second, it's not.
It's not gonna cut it because you know what you're gonna still do. Still be on that block because you know where she's still at on that block.
Yep.
And they don't help us.
It don't. So then it comes down to Cam. Actually, let me talk about this. Corey was having a conversation with America, and he was saying, he's like, you know what? It feels like lately, like I have to follow people around the house to like do game talk. When a couple weeks ago, the game came to me. And shut up, I can't remember who said this on Twitter. It's like, you know why? Because you had Jared bringing you tea. You had Izzy bringing you tea. But you know what? You voted to evict them.
They're gone.
Jared, and you flip the vote.
Wait, from Diary of Mad Black Woman, Christina's gone. Your information pipeline is gone. They're gone. So now you have to do the work yourself. But unbeknownst to you, your relationships around the house have deteriorated. Nobody wants to talk with you except for that scarecrow. That's Jag. For our listeners, I've officially decided to rename him Jag. He is the only one besides America that is putting their neck on the line for this man. So go ahead, Trees.
And so, speaking of America, America was telling Corey, like, hey, you know what? Like, something is feeling off with Matt and Jag. Like, I don't know what it is. It's like, but it just seems kind of awkward. I don't know what it is. And you know what Corey said? Corey like, nah, they cool. Bye. I like, look.
Where my bag? Where the Annalise bag?
Look, America's read was on. I give her credit for that. And he was like, nah. They ain't gonna go against me. Because Corey is so cocky.
Oh my
He's so cocky. He thinks he's so elite. Good. And you know what? And I'm not even saying it. I don't mind cocky and Big Brother, but you gotta back it up. And Corey's not backing it up yet for me.
That little double eviction comp don't count. Because you really didn't even get Jared out, if we being completely honest.
Right. So now let's move into Corey backdoor. Okay. So Cam
late in the midnight hour.
Hey, guys going to turn it around.
Well, he was going to.
Now he reversed it right on back. But so Cam goes to Matt. You know, Matt is like with it. First of all, I skipped all the way over that. Blue is the one that downloaded all this mess. What did Blue say?
Blue got up there and she started ballooning like Blue's supposed to balloon, right? She basically got up to the camera and she was like, what if you got rid of Corey?
Hey, Blue supposed to balloon.
Because that's the blue that we like, right? She got the twirl and that little hair. She landed on the floor. She's like, what if we got rid of Corey?
Snitch Blue. I like Snitch Blue.
Snitch Blue. Because
when it works in my favor anyways.
Cam, look, I got to just, Cam. He said he wouldn't you up. He coming for you. Mm-hmm. Why don't we just go ahead and break that up right now? And you ain't got to worry about it next week. If we get rid of him.
She didn't lie though.
She did. It
was not a lie.
It wasn't a lie. Mm-hmm. I wish she would add a little more urgency to it. Like he coming for you hard next week. But she basically downloaded to him that Corey is a threat. Don't be fooled. He's coming for you. And Cam, unlike he normally do, it kind of like, that's impossible. That's impossible. He kind of took the information.
Man coming after me.
Right. Impossible. That's how he felt normally. But this time, he decided to talk with Matt and was like, he started floating the plan. What if I did, like you mentioned earlier, what if I did take the shot at Corey? What you think about that? And Matt was like, let's do it. Why not? And so they kind of conversed back and forth about the pros and cons of it all, and if this was the right week to do it or not. And he was like, well, I won't do it unless I have your support and Jack's support. So let's get Scarecrow up here. Scarecrow, get up there.
Let's get Scarecrow up here.
And the reason why I call him Scarecrow is because, from the Wizard of Oz, the Scarecrow didn't have a brain. Scarecrow ain't got a brain. Jag ain't got a brain. He get up there. Why are we doing this already? I don't understand. Like, no, we don't need to. Corey is good. Corey is solid. Like, that's not the shot we need to take this week.
Do you realize how much time is left in the game? I mean, it seemed like a lot, but it's not a lot left, sir.
Just a teensy bit.
You in the second, when you hit jury, it's time to play, okay? It's time to play. Jury's tomorrow, sir.
Yeah. And he's trying to protect Corey. Like, first of all, you're trying to protect somebody that's in the showman's, meaning he's always going to choose America over you. And he's also going to choose Matt over you. You want to go to Final Four with them? You're not getting chose.
Let me put a pin in that, because I was going back and forth with somebody on timeline like, why does it matter that they're trying to break up a duo? America hasn't even won anything. Corey has only won one thing. Listen, besides the comp beast, one of the most powerful things in the Big Brother house is a duo. That is a guaranteed vote against you every single time. The most precious thing in that house is a vote in your favor. That is even better than the HOH almost. It's like Survivor. Like we don't get enough emphasis on the currency. Vote. The vote is your currency, okay? And if you don't have a duo, you broke. You broke. Okay.
Or if you do have the duo on your side, you rich.
Yep.
And you will be very rich if they get to the end and they vote for you.
Which is exactly why America and Corey need to be broken up. Because if you break that duo, who knows? You might not get that vote, but there is a higher chance that if you're sitting next to somebody else, you might get that vote. You sit next to America, America could lick ice cubes all day, and Corey just go give her the vote. She ain't got to do nothing. I'm gonna vote for my girl. You know what I'm saying? Tuition is due. You know what I'm saying? Like Team Lunchables. Them Lunchables, hey, the price on them Lunchables went up. Okay.
Okay. I ain't got one in a minute.
Definitely gonna vote for his girl. A long minute.
You or if they both in jury, if one of them don't like you, the other one not gonna like you.
Yep.
So yeah, so he's sitting up here. I mean, he's going hard. He's been going hard for Corey for the last 3 nights in a row, and he didn't go this hard for himself when he was on the block.
This is like the third time we've said this. Jag want everybody in the game but himself. He want everybody in the game but Jag.
And that's why he was voted out. And the boy, your homeboy, Corey, he voted you out. They was trying to get Blue out. But you know who stopped it? Corey. And you know who's talking about coming? Who they gonna get out soon? You, Scarecrow. So for all the people, it's not a good move for him. Maybe temporarily. Maybe this week is not a good move. But we're
in the long run. You gotta think of the long run for sure. Now I do get that. Is that a good move for him for next week? No. Jacobs, if Corey won, Jag was probably safe. There's a 98% chance he was safe. But you got to look at it this. Next week starts jury. And so like they say, Corey does have something on his side. He is smarter, you know. He has a better memory, whatever. Now, if you're not as you know, we're going to see. But if you're not as proficient in that, there is a higher chance that next week, look, right now, looking forward next week, and even going past that, Cam is your biggest competition. Yes. Next is Matt, and then it's Jag. And then if you put Corey in there, that's 4 guys. If you got rid of that, there is let's just
and
be
Cam
real.
can't play HOH, so it's you and Matt versus.
And look, I'm just
Blue,
being very real.
Felicia, Sari,
Mimi,
Bowie
Felicia,
Jane,
Sari,
and Mimi.
And you know, Sari not playing veto because she don't play veto.
Her thing don't get pulled. So
listen, I said it's gonna be final 4, and Sari won't be able to play veto. She's gonna be like, "No, you chip one in the bag. You gotta sit out. You the host." But when it come down to it, especially when it gets to jury, now if there were like 15 people left in the house, I can see that. But there is a higher likely chance. Of course, I don't think Matt is gonna anytime soon put him on the block. So you got to look at it like this. There is a higher chance that males are gonna generally do well in, you know, the upcoming comps.
Right.
The endurance comp. We are due for another endurance comp here soon. Usually they do one going into jury. So actually, I don't know what to.
This new one might be endurance.
It might be. I hope
they don't do slip. They ain't slip aside in a minute though, huh?
I don't want them to do slip and slide because they've come up with a strategy, which I'm gonna tell you about that. And I don't want y'all to come up with a strategy. Do something different. But anyways, when it comes down to it, I would have liked to only be having stronger competition with Cam and Matt. Really, it's just him and Cam. And you and Cam are working together. So, and then Corey, at the end of the day, Corey gonna do what Corey want to do.
He can go anywhere.
And that's exactly why Jag was going kind of back and forth for a little bit. Like, damn, should we get rid of Corey? That is your mind telling you. That lasted for 2 seconds. Straight. That's your mind telling you.
The brain cells trying to activate. Brain cell activate. But
and then look, you gotta look at it like this. Matt was with it because I think Matt had the thought like, yeah, I do like Corey. I want to work for Corey, but then I don't have to take him out. You know what I'm saying?
Let me talk about
and Matt has a better relationship with the rest of the people. He has a good relationship with Corey.
But Matt's in game. He's closer to Blue and Sari than he is to Corey in America because he don't like America.
He actually is.
And so for him, it's like, yeah, let's get out Corey. That's one less competitor I got to worry about. America is useless without him. And that keeps Sari and Blue in the game. And I know that they'll be watching out for me. And so he don't mind Corey getting out. But Matt is playing.
I got a love-hate relationship with Matt. I got love-hate with him.
And it's probably about to be what I'm gonna say. Because
it is.
Matt is undeniably playing the best game in this house right now, right? Matt is going to win as it stands currently. Matt is winning this game. hands down. Okay, and eyes blindfolded, he's winning this game. But Matt, in trying to protect his position in the game, to protect his thoughts and his true intentions, is passive. So in these conversations with Jag and Cam, when they're just them three up there, he starts to backtrack and backpedal.
Yep.
He starts to be like, oh yeah, we don't have to get Corey out again. We don't have to. Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying, Jag. Yeah. Let's not do it. Jag leaves and it's like, yeah, let's do it. Or he's going to Sari. Something may be going on, we might get in a feud, might be getting used, and just when we thought things were boring, but then he goes back when he's up there, when he's not one-on-one. We've noticed when he's not one-on-one, he's sitting in that corner. He becomes doormat. I put the door in quotation.
If it's more than one person in that room, Matt gonna shut the hell up. Matt ain't gonna say nothing. Matt go, or Matt is gonna regurgitate what everybody else is in the room saying. It's kind of like plagiarism. That's what Matt does. If there's more than one person in the room, he gonna copy and paste, and then he gonna go back. Or what's another word for targets? Like, he's gonna switch it up, but say the same thing.
Yeah.
But go ahead, Eric.
And so Matt's a plagiarizer when he's in a group of more. If there's more than one person, you will never know his true intentions. Because he'll just download what everybody else saying. This is what he do. He's a copy and paster. And so,
and at first, hold on, I'm sorry. And at first, I really thought like maybe it was more the concept of, when there's so much going on, like Matt gets, a little flustered because, sometimes people are whispering, going in and out.
That's true.
But this weekend, I like, no. I mean, of course, that situation does happen quite a few times, which I hate that for him, but like you regurgitate, so you know what's going on.
Everything with Jag, you get it. You in the game. Yes. You're playing the game, brother. Whether you accidentally put yourself in a position or not, you're playing the game. And the best one at that. And so it really irked me because it's like, you're being passive in this and we're about to lose this backdoor because of your passivity. Passivity? Is that a word? I don't know. You're being passive.
I definitely think if Matt had put his foot down, I wish he would just let Jag spat off and Corbin. Okay. And Matt said, nah, we should do it.
Right. Because he did the exact opposite. Okay, yeah, we shouldn't do it after Jag
You
started.
don't even got to elaborate, Matt. Why? Because it's jury. We need to do it.
It's time.
You got to take the shot now. That's it.
It's time.
Matt is not of many words a lot of times. Okay? Matt, just tell him straight to the point. Let's do it.
And then another thing, going to Cameron's point of view, after all this interaction with Blue, and he's going back and he's saying, well, Blue's talking it up. And here go Jay. Well, maybe because, Corey hates Blue. So maybe he just told her just to kind of, pacify her and placate her. And then Cameron's like, oh, yeah, I can see that happening. But then Cameron, this is how I know the DR interfered, because we talked about DR interference last night. Yes. On top of Matt not putting his foot down. So it was a combination of both. And Scarecrow being being scary like you is and no brain. Cameron says, okay, so we get rid of Felicia this week. Who y'all putting up? So like, who we getting rid of next week if we, take out Felicia this week? Oh, Mimi and he said, I'm not hearing Corey.
Ate him up. So much confidence. He has so much confidence. And I'm not a big fan of Cam personally. Game Cam was eating him up.
Ate them up. Because why Corey wasn't the first name out your mouth?
Yep.
And so that's how I know there was some interference, because that right now, if I'm the player, that let me know right now, Corey not on y'all radar. And Corey coming after me, and we supposed to be in alliance, he should be one of y'all's up there.
Right.
I mean, I get we all got our own targets, but he should at least hit the block.
Right. And with Corey, another thing that tipped Cam off, besides the conversations with Blue, Cam asked Corey like who he would put up. And he said Sari and Blue. And so he was just like, no, Sari and Mimi. And he was just like, he said, why not Blue? And Cam was not believing that. Like, come on.
Because what you studying
Sari
for?
and Mimi, come on.
Because you lying.
Exactly.
Because you lying. Because if you hate Blue so much, Blue should have been the first thing got your mouth.
Yep.
Because you nominated me.
Especially if we trying to work together, why you lying for? And
What
Cam
you
caught
lying
that. Cam was on it. He was on top of it.
So all of this gets lost. Apparently, all this clocking that he did with his own
A 2-hour
allies.
DR. A 2-hour DR. He comes out, has a conversation with Corey. They sitting in silence. Jag gotta go boo-boo. So he go upstairs. And Cam is like, so why not Blue? He's like, huh? What? Huh? I'm gonna be very real here. This is just my conspiracy theorist tree's mind.
Just your theory and you sticking to it.
This is my theory and I'm sticking to it. Okay, my theory is a fact because I'm gonna call it a fact, actually. But anyways, he went into DR and I think this is what happened. They convinced him to not put Corey up as the back door, and he was probably talking to like, how am I gonna flip this? I've been talking all this big game. Well, why not mention Blue? What about that, Cam? And then that's when he goes in there. Hey, so why not Blue? He basically almost forced Corey going back and forth, kept bringing up Blue to get him to say something about targeting Blue. And I think that gave him the reasoning behind the flip. That conversation was not flip enough. It wasn't. Then he went up into the HOH. Matt and Jag talking. He was just like, hey, yo, we can't let him do this. We can't let him do it. Matt, like, yeah, sure.
That
whatever,
passive stuff,
cool.
being a doormat.
Yep. And then Cam come up there and basically tells Jag, convince me to not put up Corey so I can agree, in so many words. And then it's just like, wait a minute. I think you got to be playing. Now, I can understand if Cam was kind of flip-flopping, going back and forth. That's the game. I understand that. But the crazy thing is, and I'm not giving Jag, I'm giving Jag 0. And when I say 0, he's not getting none because Cam was 100% gung-ho, and then he go into the DR and then changed his mind. Jag didn't say nothing. Jag has been saying the same thing, the exact same thing. Jag ain't changed nothing. The only thing, you know what? Jag plagiarized too because he plagiarized himself. All he do is say the same stuff and then he flip it in reverse. He put the front to the back and then the back to the front. And then sometimes he'll take the middle and sprinkle it up. But he say the same shit all day.
He ain't say nothing new.
Shut up, Jag. Shut up.
Just dumb. And if that wasn't a red flag to both Cameron and Matt, I don't know what it was because it was a glaring red flag.
I think it was.
Because why are you going so hard for him?
Look, that's exactly why Cam and Matt had separate conversations because he's like, hey, yo, Jag's going to have to deal with it. And Matt was like, hell yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Even when they left, he was like, he put out his little key, had a little showmanship of it, slapped his little key down. He was like,
I can do whatever I want.
Yep. I was like, okay, Cam, do what you want. Go ahead and backdoor Corey. And this is why I said that night, I said they need to have this veto ceremony tonight or tomorrow because I just something in my spirit.
What's scary than you not taking the opportunity to talk to the HOH before NOMS? That was, I was going to do it in the morning. Oh.
Yeah.
I really wish they had came on the intercom and said NOMS in an hour.
Veto ceremony is commencing in an hour.
That would have ate. You remember when shout out to Colin when Colin was doing them that conversations like clockwork. 6 minutes. Let's go.
All right, next.
I would have ate that up. Why couldn't I have done that? NOMS in an hour. That would have been so great to see.
Yeah, with the veto ceremony coming up, that would have been perfect. They should. They was
trying to say they showman. It's not even saving Corey; it's saving the showman,
which is ridiculous. But you know what? So we found out today, well, late in the midnight hour, that it changed. Then it changed back, quote unquote, and it solidified today. Cameron did not use the veto; he kept the NOM the same. So at this point, Felicia, unfortunately, will be going home on Thursday, which is a travesty unless something changes. Oh, and how about Scarecrow going to try to approach Matt today at the hammock talking about, what if we decide to flip it and keep Felicia and take out Mimi? With what votes? After Felicia then went off on Matt and Corey, on Corey in America.
Oh yeah, apparently yeah. After the veto ceremony,
Corey, rather.
Actually, let's talk about this. Oh Felicia, oh Auntie. Why did this woman go to America and say, how about we try to get Corey put up and just do an all girls thing?
Wait till he
Miss
on the dang
Felicia.
block, girl.
Miss Felicia, what are you doing? Miss Felicia, they be rubbing jeans together every night. And let's get rid of come on. Oh, Miss Felicia, that's that directness. I love it, but oh my gosh.
It was not a smart move.
And Americans are like, what's that mean? What she's like? Oh, Miss Felicia. Oh, Miss Felicia. You know what? I hope she pull it out. I mean, she was just like, yeah, I'm probably going on. They're like, yeah, you probably.
Oh, how about
she don't give up?
She don't. She was talking to Scarecrow, and I'm committed to calling him Scarecrow. Cam in the kitchen. She was like, so y'all think I blew up my game? And Cameron rude behind, what game? And she said, don't say what game. She said, you know what I'm talking about. Me going, and he was like, oh, you know, it's blown up. Don't play auntie like that. Don't be doing that stuff. And another conversation that's been on the TL was that Cameron, what's that boy name? Booger Boy. He brought it to America that he felt like that there's some racial bias with Cam. And we've talked about that a little. I don't know if we talked about it a little bit, but we've at least acknowledged that we believe that he has some racial bias, within him. In that it comes out, not with just the nominations, but some of the stuff that he's saying, like how when she asked if her game was blown up or not, he's like, what game? Don't, because that was not necessary. She on her way out the door. But and he mentioned, he's like, I wonder that's what's keeping us safe or kept me safe. In terms of with Cameron, is that racial bias that he have. And it's like, yeah, that little privilege that you got because you're white male. Absolutely, Corey. That's what's kept you safe. But I don't know if you're gonna be safe too long. And with you telling him that you did a speech about whiteness and you talked to the cops about how they need to do better and stuff like that, he was pissed. The boy Cameron slammed that water bottle, the Gatorade bottle down, threw his shades on, and walked off.
I was like,
he did not want to hear that. He was like, "Oh,
he didn't.
Yeah, you should have."
Oh my gosh, did he actually say that?
No, but I bet he wished he did. His actions and his mind.
He was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna leave y'all see y'all little raggedy ass Lunchables." Bye. I said, "Oh,
yeah." His expression and his action said, "I should have used the veto."
Yeah. And so basically going into the next week, right now, like we talked about earlier, Blue being sloppy, Blue from Matt, Jag, Cam, Corey, and now of course America. Blue is definitely going up. If Blue don't win, there is a high chance she's going up. The only way she doesn't go up next week is if she wins, of course, Sari and Mimi. That's it. I think everybody else would put her up. And if she's not up initially, she will be a backdoor.
Which she don't need to be backdoor because she ain't won none either. Even though she came in second and third in a couple competitions, But like I said earlier, almost doesn't count. That's what our girl Brandy said. Almost doesn't count. Because it don't. Not in the Big Brother house. Second and third place. No,
baby. Side note, I cannot wait till Brandy's Christmas album comes out. Have we got a release date yet?
We don't.
Commercial break, y'all. Look, you know what? I need to clip this and send this to Brandy. Y'all go get Brandy's Christmas album. I don't know when it's coming out, but we're going to find out and get it. Because we're going to be playing it. I don't know if we're going to get... Nah, we might get to that. But I will be singing it on the pod. I will be singing it. Ooh.
Yeah, what that little clip was. Oh,
listen, I'm so ready for Christmas.
It just gave me chills. Oh my God, I love it.
But anyways, y'all, we about to do y'all's favorite thing, and it's time for the J-Rock
rankings.
I can think of And you know what? Me and Eric be here, so this is gonna go quick because we
all of them at 9. Wait, Trees, not you got 10 and not me. I was like, wait, why is 9?
Oh, did I forget somebody?
No, I said all of them at 9, and then
look, hold on, 8, 10, 9. What am I doing? See, this is where I need Eli.
Because that's why I was like, everybody going at 9. I was like, wait, it's 10 people now.
10. Sorry.
All of them at 10, except for one part. because all y'all did some mistakes. Sari and Bowie Jane, I guess I would say. They're the only two that didn't really make any mistakes this week.
Yeah, Sari at 1. Bowie at 2.
At 2. Everybody else, all y'all at 10. Because y'all pissed me
I wish
off.
I could put y'all at the house.
Right, because that's where y'all need to be. A lot of y'all need to be at the house. So Sari did good. She laid low. She played the camera HOH very well. She wasn't doing too much. She went all up in the HOH room, trying to do all this talking like everybody else. She's the only one that I didn't see really go up to the HOH room, if I'm being honest. And
I loved it. You know what? She chilled. Baby was in bed at 10. She said, y'all do what y'all want to do. I'm tired. I need a break. She needs her brain. Her body needs to just relax. She lost her kids back to back.
Back to back.
She needs a moment. So
oh my God.
Sorry. So we gonna accidentally win the next HOA. You know she be throwing like a motherfucker. She gonna accidentally win that next HOA. So we gonna see some moves. Corey going up.
Yeah, but see, I will talk about it when we get to after the rank is about who should be going up and whatnot. So yeah, Sari's that one. She made no mistakes this week. She even tried to repair with Felicia. She did repair with Felicia, but once Nom stayed the same, it went backwards. But
so I mean, Felicia 9 times out of 10 go home this week, but the book is back. Okay, the aunties are back. Felicia did what Felicia do. She rehashing. So we were like, that girl.
And she spoke truth.
She did.
Because, well, see, that's why I said the bookends are ended because she backed the trash and Cherie. But
it took a couple hours,
if that. And it's frustration from being on the block and knowing she going home. But after she was nominated, her and Cherie had a conversation. She was like, I just don't understand why y'all didn't fight for me. And she was like, I didn't fight for you. She said, you're right, and I apologize, but I didn't fight against you. And she said, well, I see it the same thing. She said, it's not the same thing. She said, I just didn't fight for you. And she said, and I apologize. I should have fought for you. And moving forward, I will do my best. I will fight for you. She said, but didn't I tell y'all this? She said, the same way y'all were stacked with wanting to get out Jared, and like y'all were sitting up there with y'all little majority talking about y'all don't know where the votes is, but we had the majority sitting right there. I said, oh, she clocking them good. She said, the same way we had the majority and y'all said y'all couldn't do nothing. That's the same way it was with Izzy, the Izzy vote. They told us that you were going home and there was nothing that we could do about it. Right. But again, I should have fought for you and I apologize for that. She said, but I did tell y'all Jared is gone now. And now we're in this predicament. She said, because I told you we should have kept Jared. And now look at us. We ain't got nobody to protect us. And she's not wrong. Because with Jared in the house, I know it's not protecting in the sense that, they need a man to protect
him. Comp beast, but he was winning comps. So
he needed it. Exactly.
Yeah.
To protect them. And so it's like, because they not winning nothing. So without Jared, there's nobody there to stand in the way. Because at least if Jared was here, they would still be in the game, y'all. Because Jared would have went up. Because Matt would have won HOH. Jared would have been going up. And Jared most likely wouldn't have won veto. So
look, I don't put Matt at the house. Whoops.
So Noms would have been weird. It would have been probably Blue and Jared on the block. Neither of them would have won the veto. So Jared will be going home this week and they will be safe. So yeah. Unfortunate situation.
Okay.
And Bowie, she just Bowie.
Bowie's just Bowie. I want to do McCole at 3. Because even though she's on the block, somebody pointed out a really good thing. This is before we thought Corey was going to be the backdoor. Now, of course, there are very small talks like maybe we should flip the vote on Mimi. Now, Mimi end up going this week. It'll be a fluke. It'll just be random, honestly.
Yeah.
But I like the thing that if Mimi gets on a block, Corey said something, you know what? If I go on the block, I'm downloading everything about everybody. He probably got some dirt on every single person in the house.
Everybody in the house.
But Mimi and Boy Jane.
Yeah.
You can't say nothing against Mimi. Mimi has been cool, calm, and collected on that block, baby.
That's fact.
To me, I wouldn't even know Mimi on the block. Because what is you doing?
She ain't did nothing. She ain't won nothing. And you ain't got no dirt on. That's a great point, Treese.
Yep.
And so I think they did mention that. Even that they was like, they can't blow up Mimi's game because she ain't got nothing to blow.
She ain't got nothing to blow. Because one thing, you know what Mimi don't do? Mimi don't say nobody's name. I ain't saying nothing. I can say, you know what? Mimi could say, I got 6 targets in the house. They're going to say 6? Who? 6?
All y'all. All of y'all my target.
Exactly.
And you'll never know.
And listen, and look, you know how many targets I got in the house? 9. 9, Mimi? Really? Yeah, because at the end of the day, I'm trying to get that check. Just like you, right? So you got 9 targets, right?
Mm-hmm. Period.
Yeah,
so yeah, that's a wonderful point. I just need her to desperately.
She need to win some, yo.
Desperately need her to win this next HOH. Desperately. Let's see who next.
Who would you put at top? Who would you put at 10? Who's your worst?
Scarecrow.
Yeah, I'm going Scarecrow.
Cause I again, we already mentioned, is Corey leaving this week probably the best for his game? No, but we're in jury now. You got to think long term. You trying to protect somebody who wanted you gone, somebody who did make sure you went home. It's futile. It's stupid. And you trying to go run this game with a showman? It's stupid.
Exactly.
So you know what you are? You're stupid.
And
not
you
in
know
the real
what?
life, but you're just a stupid game player.
And you know what really makes this not smart? Actually, on a lot of people, I'm not gonna even just say just Jag.
It ain't just
if you look at it like this, next week. Okay, I'm going into next week. HOH and or veto. Do I want to go against Corey or do I want to go against Miss Felicia? And let's be real, Miss Felicia, I love you, but at the end of the day, there are not a lot of comps geared toward her. Mm-hmm. Now, she did rent a crapshoot. There could be another crapshoot. But a lot of these comps, they're not geared for Miss Felicia. There is a higher chance for you to be that alone. That would have solidified my vote. Who is the higher chance for me to beat? And at the end of the day, I don't care who the HOH. If I'm in the house, my mindset is always, just in case I'm on the block next week, who can I beat?
Yeah.
And I think that would be my vote every single week. Just in case I'm on a block, just in case I'm a replacement now, who in this house do I have the higher chance to beat in a comp next week? Of course, you don't know what the comp is. But if you do an overall consensus, let's be real, Miss Felicia, she gonna be at the bottom of the comp beast tier, okay?
Yeah.
So come on now, come on, or whatever. All right, so who you putting? I already know who I'm putting at 9. Who you putting at 9?
Go ahead, put it up. Go ahead. You putting Corey at 9? I mean,
actually,
Cam.
The HOH.
I was like.
Because you know what? Again, I say, how you HOH? He didn't gain nothing from this week. He didn't gain nothing.
No, oh my God. It's such a waste.
That's the number one thing in being HOH. He gained nothing. He didn't gain no new allies. He didn't take out a threat to his game. Now, say what you want about Miss Felicia. Of course, Miss Felicia don't like Corey. Don't like Kim or whatever, but it's gonna be pretty easy to take her out in the long run. It is. Yep. And that tells you how many conversations she's had with Miss Felicia. Because one thing Miss Felicia don't do, Miss Felicia, for the most part, she gonna tell you the truth. Mm-hmm. She 99% of the time she gonna tell you the truth. She might lie a little bit here and there, but she gonna tell you the truth. So if she say you could possibly get my vote, I 100% believe it, and I think he burned a bridge with that
for no reason. He sent her home, but he had the veto. He's like, "Yeah, I put you."
He sent the person he could easily beat home. That's
but here's what he could have done, and I know it's easy to say this from the outside looking in, but as HOH, like you mentioned, he gained nothing. What he could have did, yes, we ain't got no game. You know, I would have put her aside. You know, we talked earlier. I told you I didn't trust you, and I was truthful. But I'm looking at this game, and things are gonna be dicey. You know, right? A lot of these people in this house, they wanted you gone. They were up here. But as the HOH, I think that we do need to form something because nobody would expect it.
And look, and this
I'm going to take you off this block, and we need to get together. And the same thing, he need to pull Sari. Jared told me to work with y'all. He could have pulled. He told me to work with both of y'all.
Baby, the way
Pull
I would
Mimi inside.
have got
He told me to
the
work
way
with
I would have got the aunties together, I would have said, look, Felicia, I would have pulled Sari into. I know y'all got a little beef. I already don't know what it is or what it's about, but the other side of the house is gonna take over here in a minute.
Yeah.
We ain't gotta trust each other, but
y'all got this
we can work
stop.
together.
Oh my God. And it's crazy because to see Cam talk in the episode about how he laid all this groundwork last week while they were on, pause with the zombie stuff to where he was with this week, which was phenomenal gameplay, by the way, because he didn't know he was coming back. But in the event that he did, he made sure he had something to land on when he got here. He should have been doing that this week. And he almost did something worthwhile. Because if he would have saved that woman with the veto, she would have been grateful.
Yep.
And would she have probably nominated him? She probably would have backdoored him. But she would have thought about it. She was like, you know what? He saved me when nobody else was willing to save me. And these folks wanted me gone. Because that's the type of play she introspects. So, yeah, Cam, dumb move. You right. Definitely a 9.
Who you putting that for on the McCole?
Where I'm at? Matt. We're like,
I was gonna go Matt.
He made me mad a little bit.
You beefing with Matt, but I give Matt 4.
With Matt. I'm gonna give him 4 because he's still playing the best game. But because of his being passive, I have to,
that's why you knocked down.
Yeah, because he should have been firm. Because I know he doesn't want to show his thoughts and like where he truly feels about certain stuff. But at certain points in the game, you do need to be like, nah, I think we need to do it, and just leave it at that. You don't have to try to explain stuff. Just stick. That's it.
Right.
No need to go. When Jag is on herself, like, I disagree. I think Corey needs to go, and just leave it at that.
Right. Let's see. Who do we want to put under Matt?
Blue. Or America.
Do we want to do Blue? That's what I'm flipping back and forth.
America.
You know what? I would give America. I would give America 5 only because she done kept her little name out of some stuff this week. She's still been running her mouth.
Because I was getting ready to say
she been running her mouth, but she done.
But ain't nobody talking about her.
A little bit. Yeah.
She not nobody talking about.
It's kind of an afterthought. Yeah. If she honestly at this point, if she going up, she's 9 times out of 10 fine.
I think this is her highest ranking all season from us.
It might be. And then Bluey. You running your mouth.
She started off. Oh my God. Well, really, it really wasn't her fault that she's down there because she really played this week very well.
No, it's her fault. It's her fault.
But
take accountability, Blue. It's your fault.
Because even the Felicia blow really wasn't a blow to her game, but because Corey did not get nominated, that's why she's in danger so much. That's why she's down here. Because had Corey been nominated, she would be good. But because he didn't get nominated, and they went and told him how she was trashing him.
Right. They had to put the fall on somebody. And, it had to be a woman. It's Blue.
Right. So that's the only reason why she's where she at. Because had Corey been at the renom, Blue would probably be number 1 right now. Or close to it.
And speaking of, somebody mentioned this. Everybody's saying Blue is the one that kind of like got Cam to want to put up Corey. I honestly don't believe that. I think this was, I don't want to say an afterthought, but like a possibility in his mind. And I'm really basing that based off his DRs that he had in was it Sunday? And I know he had those conversations because I remember what he was wearing at that day, at that time. Because I'd be watching Feast. So I was just like, he kind of alluded to like, maybe, Corey might be an option. So it was definitely.
I think it obviously, I always think, I know he kept trying to paint the picture that Felicia was his target. He was trying to be more open with the DR so they didn't know what he was doing. And he was fine with Felicia going. But I do ultimately think that backdooring Corey was something that he wanted to do. Just too. And it'll come back to get him.
Yep. Who you putting at 7?
I'm gonna give Corey 7 only because he got away this week. You got away this week. Not necessarily of your own doing, But I
This
think
might be the lowest Corey has ever got for us.
No, was he? I think he might have been lower last couple weeks.
Really? I'm about to go look.
Right. Corey, I don't know. He's been playing the game
a lot to say about him.
Coast, and knowing that he's in danger, hopefully this wakes him up, because this week he realized
he's been throwing comps.
Girl, I'm tired of people talking about they throwing stuff.
I think he's been losing too. You throwing them,
what
but
did
you
Tiffany
losing.
say? Because when the boys were saying, "Oh, I've been throwing," she said, "If you wanted to win, if you could have won, you would have won.
You would have won,
right? So they couldn't. So he's not throwing nothing. But now that he's aware that Jag and Matt were having all these conversations about his holding his life in their hands and didn't tell him all week, and how he was almost out the door. What's that Tyra Banks I posted it on her account when she told the girl, she was like, "And Jocelyn, you'll be able to survive this." And she pulled out her card, Elena. And she was like, I thought I was going home. You almost were. Corey, you almost were going home.
Almost.
This week. And your allies, your boys, was about to let it happen. Well, one of them was. But neither of them told you that you were in danger until after the fact. So if that's not a red, if that don't let him know that them three are together, Cam, Jag, and Matt, and that's something that needs to be broken up tomorrow, he's a dummy. If he went HOH and he keep targeting Sari and Blue and Mimi like he said he gonna do, dumb. Right. Don't want to hear nothing about no mastermind. Don't want to hear nothing about no strategist. Don't want to hear nothing about nobody, nothing. Because targeting them three gains you absolutely nothing in this game. Cameron need to be your number one target. And low key, it needs to be Matt if you can't get Cam. If we're being completely honest, because that's your biggest option. You don't even know.
Matt right now is the hottest commodity. I don't know why nobody see it, but that's who needs to be on the block.
I mentioned this because I think our girl Raquel was talking about how like people are playing with Matt and they don't realize it. I was like, absolutely, Matt. That's how good he is. People think they're playing with them. They're playing with Matt, but he's not necessarily playing with them.
Matt gonna use you so he needs you.
And I said, that's a cold brother. The way he's getting ready to get Corey about this game. I said, I see why they call him Ice. I see why they call him Ice.
By the way, you know what? And I'm going to say Matty Fields is back. I don't think Matty Fields ever left. Okay.
He never left.
Because before the
renown, the veto ceremony was set.
Before the pre-Corey backdoor, he downloaded Sari like he always do. He's like, hey. He's like, Sari was like, well, you know, he wouldn't put up Corey. Matt said. So he said, but he wouldn't put up Corey. He said,
Don't say nothing. She said, I ain't saying nothing. She said, I'm laying low. Don't worry about it.
And you saw what she did.
And basically, but he told her, he was like, seeing the end game, he's like, I want Sari in my end game. Like, or did he say something about, I don't see every path that I'm taking in the game.
Every path is with you. Yep.
With Sari.
Yep.
I wouldn't mind seeing him in the final too. I really wouldn't. If they can make it to final two,
you know what?
I'll be happy.
And I'm be real. Everybody's like, how do y'all want Matt and Sari to work together? But there's no way Sari beats Matt in the end. I'll be very real. I don't think Sari cares at all to win. I mean, of course, she would love to win some $50,000, but she played this game 100% for Jared to play. Like, that is the only reason why she played this game.
It's why the game is the way it is, because she made a lot of moves. Everybody keep talking about. Look, we love Heisem. We love us some Heisem. But I'm tired of people. They kept Heisem. Yeah, they should have, but they didn't. Sorry, they didn't keep him. Unfortunately. Oh, you shouldn't let Jag. They should let Jag go.
And Red on the pool.
Should have let Jag go. Shouldn't use the power on him. But she knew she could pull him on the side if they kept him, which was true. But Jared messed it up, so that deteriorated their relationship. Should have got rid of Jag when he was next to Red. She was going to, but because of Jared and his lying, what did she have to do? Get Red out the game, who was professing his undying loyalty to her and was keeping Cam at bay. She had to get rid of him.
Sari didn't leave the people in the house that was for her. She got rid of the people that was against Jared. There's a big difference. Because none of those people were against Sari.
Nope, because she was keeping, because she already said during that week, Jag gotta go. I'm getting the suitcase. Jag was on his way out, and he should have been, but because of Jared, She had to play for him, and I get it. I know there's some cognitive dissonance with that. It's like, dang, do I keep somebody here for me? But I've already played these games. I want him to do as well as he can possibly do.
That part.
And I know it sucks that she did all of that only for him to still not one go before her, but also be pre-jury.
Right.
So yeah.
But okay, let our rankings for this week. Our week before jury. At number 1, we have Sari the Fields. We got Bowie Jane for 2, Mimi for 3. We got Matt, America, Blue, Corey, Felicia at 8, Cam at 9, and Scarecrow, aka Jag, at 10.
And should be at the house.
Yep. I can't wait to move into at the house. Ooh,
yes. Can't wait. Unfortunately, it is the jury, but still. Next week, who's your ideal? Okay, before we wrap it up, who's your ideal boot for next week? And like who you want to win HOH, and like who should, if depending on who wins HOH, who should be the target?
I really, okay. There's a logical answer and then there's a petty answer. The petty in me wants Jag to go home.
Yes, same. We here.
Sure. That is me being petty. Okay.
Jury house. Immediately.
In actuality, I honestly, I'm be real. I could care less which one of them go. I need America and Corey to break up. I need something. And honestly, it comes down to this. I need a duo broken up, and that's Matt and Jag or America and Corey. Yeah. And ideally Jag and I actually like Corey playing by himself. I do like Corey playing by himself. Right. That's a hard one because Corey been eating his boogers. he ain't been washing his hands.
Wait, he ain't been washing his hands.
No, he be digging in his nose, digging in his drawers, and then eating it. I don't be seeing him walk to the bathroom.
That's true. Nasty. That's why Mimi was spraying them double bottles of Lysol all over the house.
Sure is. I see. I peep game. Shoot. I'm trying to say. I don't know if I want America. See, America
she's always been my choice to
annoying me. She just be annoying me. And she ain't won none. So if I had to choose, honestly, America can go. America can be the first jury. The juror or Jag. America or Jag can go next week.
So is that your petty and logical? Okay, that's your petty. Okay.
My logical would be, I guess it makes sense both. My logical point would be like break up a duo. And petty would be break up a duo.
But do we risk Cam being able to play in another HOH if we can't backdoor him? Because that's the petty me obviously wants Scarecrow gone today. If I could. I'm like, Cam is gonna slide through.
He definitely is. My thing is that I do think Cam is safe with 3 for now. But that is true. There is going to be a comp later on. 9 times out of 10, he's going to win it. Yeah. Ideally, Cam should 100% be the first juror. He should. He should be
everybody's target next week.
He should. I'm ready for him to go, honestly.
Everybody target. Although Jet and Mag wouldn't be ideal to people to do it because then he can blow up their little game or whatever. So I don't see them doing it. But everybody else in their house, and minus Bowie, Cam should definitely be their target because you can't beat him. But
at this point, should be no safe votes.
It shouldn't be no safe votes. But I agree. One of the pairs, preferably Jag, although Matt is the better player. But I don't know who could sit next to Matt and send him home at this point in the game. And that's dangerous. That's very dangerous. Because how do you
even Sari leaves if she's on the block with Matt. I really do see that. It honestly depends. Now, if it gets down to, let's say, final 5, final 6, say Corey wins HOH. I think Corey would have the logics to be like, okay, I can't be mad in these physical comps. I can beat Sarita.
Mm-hmm.
So I think in that situation, it really depends on who's HOH. Corey does have that, you know. Go ahead.
I think at this point, Matt is guaranteed Final 5 because you can't muster the votes to get him out at this point in the game. So it's gonna come down when it's only 2 and 1 and 2 votes matter. So like with Final 4, only the sole vote matters, or with Final 5, only 2 votes matter, and then they can split, and then the HOH can send him home. That's really gonna be the only predicament that you can get him out at this point, because Jag is going after, you know, if he's sitting next to Jag. Corey is leaving if he's sitting next to, you know, Corey. America's leaving. Mimi is leaving. Sari is leaving. Bowie Jane is the only one that I can see possibly not. That's probably the only one that he could potentially go home, because it's like,
oh yeah, Bowie Jane. Because they'd be like, we could be Bowie Jane and everything.
But it could also be like, well, we don't have a relationship with Bowie Jane, so she can just go. So it could be a toss up either way, depending on how they see it.
They waited too late to get rid of Matt. Matt should have gone in a double. Actually, that's what.
Well, he wouldn't have went home because he would have fought back. So
yeah, he would have won a veto, but he should have went home in a double.
Yeah, yeah, should have went home. And yeah, they don't waited too late. But for me,
speaking of double,
what?
Go ahead. What was you about to say?
I was just gonna say, so Petty, me, definitely Jag, and America. If we can't get one of them, America can go. And I only started disliking her because of her stands. If America start winning stuff and she take out the right people, if she ain't gonna be going for Mimi and Sari because it does her game nothing either. If she go out for them men, I may be able to, like, you know what, America? Okay.
Bro, because next week it goes 4 men, 5 women. 4 or 5.
It ain't even for me, it ain't about the gender thing, but in terms of she need to go after them, because
it is for me.
Where does your end game stay with you with all these men's in the house?
So you don't like women? You don't support women? You don't support women, Eric?
Who, me? No, I want the women to win.
Nah,
that's what I'm real for.
Right.
I always want the women. But logically, taking out Sari and Mimi does nothing. Blue does nothing for her game. She needs to be looking at these men. That's who she needs to be looking at. That's coming for your boy, right?
This is exactly why Corey need to lead, because I can see America playing an entirely different game. I really do. I see her playing a different game.
Yeah. And okay, also, and I know we need to be wrapping up. What happened to these greeds that she used to have? Because she recognized that Sari was the power structure, right? Which was cool.
From daylight 7.
Cool. I'm glad you realized that. Leave her alone, but I'm glad that's cool that you know that. You don't see that the power has shifted.
She was one of none that realized that early.
You don't see what's going on in this house no more? No, because y'all in that room.
You know what?
Up under them covers.
That's exactly where America messed up.
Corey
she had the correct read. I'm not even putting Corey in this one, but she had the correct read, and what she should have did, knowing that Sari was in that power structure, she should have developed a relationship with her from jump.
Yep.
That's what she should have did. Even if they weren't like cool, she should always checking in with her, like, hey, look, I'm just downloading with you, like Matt did. Let me just download with you real fast.
Because you know what? Because they could have ran it. Sari, Jared, Izzy, Corey, and America could have ran that thing on. And
exactly. Because the big thing, the reason why that alliance imploded is because of America. The relationship Corey had with America. And if you know what, I am going to blame it. I'm okay. Izzy was running her mouth. But I'm going to blame it. I wish America
I'm going to target America.
Yes, she shouldn't have. America, if America, let me not say that. There goes that problematic joke again. America should have really been playing the game from jump, because if she had did that, I think things would have been differently.
Yeah,
would have been different, but
we'd be looking at a different game, huh?
Yep.
But
you said
speaking of a double.
Speaking of a double. There is a highly likely chance, if y'all haven't heard yet, that there is going to be a winter season of Big Brother. It's rumored that it's possibly winners. Hope not. I mean, out of the last 10 winners, I like 2.
Oh, I can't even say that. You said out of the last 10, I like one.
And I don't even
ish. I don't even like not even the last. No, I don't like none of them. Really.
Actually,
Sorry.
I like X. I like X after the season. I didn't hate him. I'll be real. I didn't hate him on the season. I didn't. He was just kind of boring.
He's boring.
And I was mad that he stopped a lot of house meetings. But
we're talking about winners.
overall, X was a great player.
Great player, but in terms of a win,
actually, I don't even know who in the last 10.
That's back to 2015, season 15. So absolutely not.
15. Who won 16? Derek. 17.
Steve. I like Steve. Actually. 18 was Nicole. 19 was Josh.
Cool.
20 was what's that girl name? Casey. 21, he ain't coming back. 22, Cody. He can't come back either. 23, Xavier and Taylor.
I mean, Taylor is cool. She had a great speech. I'm glad she was first one. But do I want to see her play Big Brother again? Never again. I don't, honestly. Yeah, and Eric mentioned this. We were talking about this in the chat. They can't meet that
50% BIPOC casting.
Yeah, they can't meet.
We only have 6. We have June, Josh, Casey, Xavier, and Taylor are the only people of color BIPOC winners. That's 6 people.
You know what?
6. And June has already said she's not coming back.
I'm cracking up. Hold on. I love June because the way she was just like, F a secret. Y'all, they already called me. I ain't going. I love June.
She ain't going.
Whoa, so that leaves, we need to get June on the podcast. We do. Clearly, June is unapologetically herself, and I love June.
So that leaves Xavier, Taylor, Josh, Casey, and that's it.
X.
And X. Did I say that?
X will never play again.
That. I don't think X is playing. So that leaves Taylor,
X
Josh, Casey. That's only 3 people left. Those 3 right there. And whether or not Taylor, I can see trying to play again. So if she says I can see her saying she'll play again. Josh, he might play again. I can see he want to be on TV. He gonna play again. Furniture, she may come back. Even if those 3 did come back, that's only 3 people. Yeah. Your cast has to be 50% BIPOC. So it's gonna be a cast of 6 people.
This is exactly why it would be, or even what would be interesting, even if they did a season of pre-jurors.
Yeah,
that would even be interesting. That opens up the pool a whole lot more, for the players that didn't get an opportunity to get that vote,
or our second placers,
opportunity.
There's more diversity in our second placers or our third placers, since that's like one of the hardest positions to go out in. The third place gets you to be so close.
Or hey, jury.
Yeah.
Let's do a season of jury.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. But if not, then they're talking about possibly they have already put in applications for BB26. So they might just be pulling for that, which I think they're going to initially do. My thing is, I wonder, don't do
I'll play with some legends.
Hold on. Don't do 100. Don't do 100-day season ever again.
We need to go back to 75 days.
But you know what? 62. I like 62.
My friend Cole mentioned, he was like, back to 75 days, all this twist and stuff. Let's just go bare bones back to veto HOAs. That's all we need. We don't need no more battle backs. We don't even know comebacks. No this, no that.
If you're gonna do a twist, you get one. Okay, one
luxury comp. That's all.
And it better be pre-jury. There should be no reason why there should be any twist in jury. I don't want no battle back. No, ain't no coming back. And if you're gonna do a battle back, don't let it be a vote. Okay, these are 2 people on noms. Instead of doing a vote, we're gonna have them battle it out. Do that.
Yeah. Because
if you get voted out, your winner,
your win equity
is gone. Right. In my eyes, there isn't no,
especially unanimously. Way. I would feel differently if there was maybe.
Both went unanimous. Actually, all 3. Jared went unanimous. Oh well, nah, 3.
He didn't get that. Yes,
but well, Jared did get both.
Can't. Yeah, he did, but he came back and then he just lost.
Yeah,
so he didn't come back in. But
yeah, if you got voted out, you don't get my vote. You can win every single comp and you not getting my vote. I'm sorry. You
I would
lost.
maybe
You
feel
lost and
different
got lucky.
if like I said Thursday, I said it was my friend maybe. Or two, that the vote was split, like we was fighting and somebody flipped on us or something like that, and you was supposed to be in the game and they flipped on you. I don't know.
I'm biased.
But yeah, the fact that you got voted out unanimously though, you gotta go. You can't win.
You know what? I'm about to do that poll. If you got voted out the house, would you give that person your jury vote?
I
If they
think
made
somebody's
it to the
done that
final
before.
two?
I wonder.
I'm curious. I wouldn't. I'm curious what the viewers say. But y'all, comment and let us know what you would do. I'm curious. Because in my eyes,
you lost.
I don't even care where you at. You lost. And you just got lucky to be back in high. So
and
Jack, him could never get my vote.
And that's why
honestly.
I think I'm really taking Felicia's leaving very hard, much more harder than I probably would. It's because she would be in jury right now if it wasn't for that, you know. And it's the fact that y'all lost. She beat y'all initially. She beat y'all, but now y'all beat her, and she pre-jury. And that's why I think I hate that, and that's why yeah.
All right, y'all.
We done took up another hour and a half. You should know we talk. J-Rock gonna talk.
Yes.
But listeners, viewers, thank you as always for tuning in with us. Thanks for being an exclusive member to our very entertaining group chat. Before we go, you know the drill. Make sure you're following us on Twitter and Instagram at @whoallthere. Make sure you're following us on YouTube at @whoallgonnabethere podcast. Make sure you hit subscribe, okay? So you know when we coming for you. What we got coming for you, I'm sorry. And those notification bell. That notification bell. I'm tired, y'all. That notification bell is turned on. So you know when we got stuff coming for you. And we appreciate you. Go ahead.
Never mind. No, I'm gonna say this for next week. Go ahead.
Okay. So yes, thanks for tuning in and kicking it with us for an hour and 32 minutes and a few more seconds. Until next time. Bye.
Night.